We are now joined by Matthew Taub, the founder of Unapologetic Ally Jewish Group. He is in Toronto. Thank you so much for being here. Just unfortunately, under these circumstances, it is still disturbing to see these videos and that this is still going on unchecked. I imagine this is not surprising to the community in Toronto.
Not surprising at all. We all have been saying it's going to come eventually. And it did, then they shout globalize the Intifada again and again and again. This is what it means. We know that. And now the city knows it. And it's unfortunate that it had to come to this.
And as far as the students, we've seen, the visuals, how much, of a police presence was there and the scope of the whole campus. Is it something, that drew even more anger or people protesting or cheering for this type of behavior as we've seen in other campuses?
Well, the event actually took place off campus. The campus wouldn't let the event happen there. So it took place a few blocks away. Once the event was about to start and the protesters showed up and tried to get into the venue, which they did, the police were called. It took a while to get there. There was a large enough police presence to force it through, but it wasn't as big as we've seen at most protests when they show up.
But overall, what is the sense? Is there a feeling of security and that the police and security presence is more robust maybe than it has been in the past? At least are Jews feeling less threatened in general?
No, Jews in general in Toronto are feeling that we're always under attack, that they're scared, whether it's at an event like this or at rallies. Jews are frightened to go out, and it's not what anybody should have to fear.
And as far as leadership within not just, Ontario, but, the other provinces in Canada, is there any confidence of there being an interest on the part of the authorities?
Depending on where you are, some authorities are doing better than others, but the leadership is not stepping up. We haven't even heard a statement from any of the leadership in this country regarding what happened yesterday, which is disgusting.
And, as far as, the students that were affected or people that were affected, was it a large group, mainly children and young adults from Canada or, studying from other countries as well?
Mainly from Canada at the event, and it was brought in for students supporting Israel, which is a campus club across North America, and they brought in this group called Triggered from Combat to Campus, and it was to discuss what was happening from the front lines into what's happening now, and it was attended by mainly Jews, and it didn't even get a chance to start. They showed up a half an hour before it even began.
Now, as far as, all of the, the Jewish communities that, around the world that are really standing up to the injustices that have been going on, for the past couple of years, how well organized are the different communities within the Jewish people in the region in trying to create more efforts and more open dialogue as they try to do in the university, or even to get leadership more present and making it more of a priority? How has that worked out?
They're trying. You have lots of things like the larger organizations that have been around for decades, and a lot of grassroots organizations that have started up over the last couple of years since October 7th. Everyone's trying to get a dialogue going. Everyone's trying to do what they think is best and the route to take it, to attack it correctly. There are groups that have tried working with universities and colleges. It's just getting worse. So we don't know really what to do at this point in time. Legal action, protests don't help, so everyone's kind of trying to figure out the right way to attack this properly.
Yeah, well, I'm sure you'll continue to come up with more ideas and do what needs to be done. Thank you very much, Matthew Taub, founder of Unapologetically Jewish. And that is all from